children. After completing the poems of Treasure Trove, class ICSE 10th, I am here with a series of Merchant of Venice explanation. This is of course a very important part of your literature course and a difficult also due to Shakespeare and English. But of course my efforts are that I will be able to clear each and every line of the drama for you. As you know that Shakespeare have used many references to make his drama more effective. Therefore, understand those references are much required. So in my explanation, you will get all these references in a very easy and understandable language. I would have explained this drama in Hindi also, but that will not definitely benefit you. Because ultimately you have to increase your language understanding. So more and more you will listen this language, you will get perfect in this. So remove your fear of understanding English and just listen the explanation. Before you read any poetry or drama, just know something about the writer or the dramatist of that play. So here, Merchant of Venice is written by William Shakespeare, who was born in 1564 at Stafford in Warwickshire. He was not much educated and left school at the age of 13. He learned Latin and Greek languages, which helped him in his growth as a drama writer. He was a dramatist, a poet, an actor, a great playwright, a sonnet writer also. His plays are comedy and tragedies like Hamlet, Macbeth are some of his very well-known tragedies with a sad ending. Now Merchant of Venice is a comedy because there is a happy ending. So how we can bifurcate the tragic end and comic end, which is having a sad ending, that is a tragedy, and Merchant of Venice is a comedy because it has a happy ending. His plays were acted in famous Globe Theatre of London, surrounded by audience from three sides. Now Merchant of Venice is a love story between Bassanio and Portia, and there is also a very good friends. It is also a story about the friendship of Bassanio and Antonio. They are the rich merchants of Venice and a childhood friends. So this is a story how Antonio helped Bassanio to get his beloved as his wife, and how Portia, by her wisdom, saved his life from the clutches of cruel Shylock. The first act, Scene 1. This is on the street of Venice. Enter Antonio, Salanio and Salarino. They are the three friends who has entered in this scene. Now the first speech is Antonio. This stanza is very important because as I have seen that who is the protagonist, here Antonio is the protagonist, the main hero of the play. So the passages come from the lines of the protagonist. Mostly the passages come the lines of the protagonist. So in that way, this is the speech of Antonio and it is very important. Now the first line is in sooth. Sooth means actually. I know why I am so sad. Antonio is saying that I am sad, but I don't know the reason of my sadness. It varies. Varies means troubles. It troubles you. You say it varies. It troubles me also. But how I bought it. I don't know from where I have got this sadness. Found it or come by received it. I also don't know from where I have received this thought of sadness. What is stuff? It is made of. Stuff, it is of which material? Where it is born. From where I have got this, from where it is born. I am to learn. I have to learn means I have to understand why I am so sad, and what basically Antonio here is saying that he don't know the reason of his sadness, from where he is got this sadness. Means his mind is somewhere else, but he don't know the reason of his sadness. Now the second speech is of Salarino. He is also a friend and a merchant of Venice. Your mind is tossing. Tossing means moving. So he is giving the reason of the sadness of Antonio as a friend. He is saying your mind is tossing, moving on the ocean. Where is your mind? On the ocean. There. Where are argosies? Argosies are rich merchant ships with portly sail like Cyniers. Cyniers are the noblemen, and rich burghers, the citizens. Rich burghers are citizens. On the flood. sea. Means he is saying that your mind is where? Your mind is on the sea. There are your argosies, because your rich merchant ships are there. They are on the sail, and he is a rich merchant, so his ships are like noblemen. So he is describing that how your ships are moving on the sea. They are just like a nobleman and rich citizens on the flood, or as it were, the pigeons of the sea. Your ships are just like the possessions of the sea. What are possessions? When a king goes, that leads to a possession. He goes with a possession. Rich people, the king, they march with their procession. So in that way, Antonio's ships are also rich. He is a rich merchant of Venice. So his seas are just like processions. Do overpeer are grand. Overpeer means are grand. The petty traffickers. Traffickers are the smaller ships. That courtesy show respect to them. Courtesy means show respect. Do them reverence. Again, respect. So, when your procession move on, the small ships, they are showing the respect to the ships of Antonio as they fly by them with their woven wings. Means Antonio's ships are like birds which fly in the sky, and the smaller ships bow respect to them. They just bow their heads before the ships of Antonio. Means, believe me, just trust me, sir, that if I had such risky business. Why it is risky? Because at that time there were no means of transport except the seas. So all the merchant ships go via the sea, and there are many dangers in the sea journey, because maybe there are the pirates, there are the seashores. So anything could happen to those ships. That is why it is a very risky business. The better part of my affection would be with my hopes abroad. I should be still always plucking the grass to know where still the wind. Means, if my ventures are on the sea, if I would have been in such a risky business, then I will always be pluck the grass to know the direction of the wind. Where is the direction of the wind? Because that determines the fate of my ships. And every object that makes me fear, and anything that gives me a fear. Fear of what? That my ships are there and they could be drowned anytime. Misfortune. Misfortune is bad luck. To my ventures, out of doubt, would make me sad. Means anything could happen, anything which reminds me the fear that anything could happen to my ships, they are on the sail, that would make me sad. Now Salarino is saying, my wind cooling my broth. Broth is the soup. When you when you take a soup which is very hot, what you do? You just blow it and just try to cool it down before having the soup. So in the same way, my wind cooling my broth would blow me to an ague. Means when I would have blow my soup, that would make me shivering with fever. Ague means shivering with fever. I was trembling with fever or fear. When I thought what harm a wind too great might do at sea. Because what thought would have come in my mind? That what harm could the wind do to my business which is there on the ships. I should not see the sandy hourglass run. Again, what is sandy hourglass run? You would have seen that the sandy glass which is taken for to see the time. So I should not see the sandy hourglass. I should not see the sandy hourglass, because I should think of shallows water, because that would have reminded me of the shallow water. And the flats and the sandbanks. Flats means sandbanks. And see my wealthy Andrew ship docked in the sand, because that sand of the sandy hourglass would have reminded me that my Andrew is the name of the ship of Antonio. My Andrew that is docked in the sand, means that is drowned in the or stuck in the sand. How it had seen? Wailing. Wailing is lowering. Her high top lower than her ribs. Means her high top is drowning by the sides. Ribs here is the sides. To kiss her burial should I go to church. To kiss her burial means Means my ships is drowned and buried in the sand. Should I go to church? If I would have gone to church and see the holy edifice of a stone, and there I would have seen the holy edifice of a stone, means the stony pictures, stony marble. I would have seen the stone images in the church and see the holy edifice of a stone and not bethink me straight of dangerous rocks. That would have reminded me, that a stony image would have reminded me of what? The dangerous rocks which are in the sea. Which touching but my gentle vessel side, that if my gentle vessel is the ships also, if my ships would have just touched those rocks which are on the sea, would scatter means spread in all directions, all her spices. What will spread in all direction? Her spices which are loaded on the ships of Antonio. Enrobe, dress the roaring water of waves with my silk, and there are the things which are on the ship, means they are the spices, the silk, cloth. So if that rock would have touched my vessel, means the ship, then what would have happened? All the materials which were in the ship, that would have been on the water. In a minute I might own so much, and next moment there is nothing, all my venture vanished. So what he is saying, that in a minute I would have so much, because there are so many things with him, but on the next moment he would have, everything would have drowned in the sea. They are so risky business. These thoughts would have made me so sad, and these are the things which would have made me so sad, that all the time my mind will be engrossed in my business. I know the reason of Antonio's sadness. So he is giving these things, that these are the reasons why Antonio is sad. Now Antonio's speech. He is saying, believe me, sir, I thank my fortune. My fortune, because he is a very wealthy and rich merchant, and so he is thanking his good fortune, his good luck for it. My ventures are the property, are not in one bottom is here ship. So that means my property is not in one ship, nor to one place, and not also at one place. Nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of ships present here. And my whole estate means my all the business does not depend upon only of this year's performance. Therefore, my merchandise business makes me not sad. Therefore, definitely my all the things are scattered here and there, and I am not dependent on only one ship, that my all the argosies and business are only attached to one ship. So that is why I am not sad, definitely due to my business. So the Salarino asked, then must be you are in love. So Antonio said, 5 means shame. No, definitely not. Now Salarino's speech, not in love neither, then let us say you are sad. So he is saying that if you are not in love also, then you are also sad, because you are not merry. Why you are sad? Because you are not happy. Merry means happy. And 'twere as easy for you to laugh and leap and say you are merry. So it is very easy for you to laugh, and leap means jump, and say that you are happy. Because you are not sad, that must be you are happy. Now, by two-headed Janus. Here is a reference Shakespeare is giving, two-headed Janus. This is the name of a god who is having two heads, Roman god. Nature hath framed strange fellows in her time. He is saying that nature has created many people like who are having two-headed, means the two characters at the same time. Some that will evermore peep through their eyes and laugh like parrots at a bagpiper. Because nature has made such type of people who are strange. Some people always look out through their half-closed eyes and half like parrot. Even if they hear the sound of bagpipes, there are some people who always give a sour expression. So there are people who always give a sour expression, that they do not want a smile. even if so serious Nestor is a character who is known for his seriousness. If a Nestor also came on earth and tell them a joke to laugh, even then also they will not show smile on their faces. So they are such pupil. That means maybe because of these reasons also you are sad. So children, do like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my educational videos. You can ask me the questions in the comment section regarding this poem. I will surely solve your doubts.